Follow us on foodmadeinitaly.eu.
Bentornati amici su Food.
Welcome back on Food. Today Aristide will tell us about fish and meat consumption among the ancient Egyptians.
Well, hello everybody. First of all, about meat. Some kind of meat was widely available for many people at least. I'm talking about cattle and sheep, of course.
So we can already call it farming, can't we?
Yes, of course. After all, farming and pastoralism developed with the agriculture. Animals eat on agricultural products, or rather, on what's left after harvesting. Meat was important at the time. It was usually roasted, not boiled, in delightful dishes out of the chef's imagination. For instance, a stuffed pigeon. You wouldn't expect that, would you?
No, really no. Was the pigeon already farmed?
Pigeons were farmed for postal service.
So a sort of communication existed among ancient Egyptians.
Of course, postal services flourished in ancient Egypt. They often used pigeons, which afterwards were used for cooking as dainty ingredients.
From the mail service right into the frying pan. That's great.
They ended up into the frying pan.
Perfect.
Both red meat and white meat were consumed.
So poultry and beef.
Poultry and beef, indeed.
So they used to breed and eat animals just as the ones we eat now. Hunting remained part of the culture, I suppose.
Do you know that it looks like Tutankhamun died of an infection after breaking a leg, probably while hunting? It seems like he fell off the chariot. There are beautiful frescoes of hunting and fishing. Egyptians even hunted hippopotamus.
Tutankhamun was still a boy, wasn't he?
He was around 19. Scenes where nobles and pharaohs go out for hunting, a bit like English lords used to do not so long ago. Although they come back with praise, they wouldn't finish eating. Praise were still symbols of their ability and braveness.
Of course, like our white hunters.
Yes.
Among the animals ancient Egyptians used to hunt, we quoted also the hippopotamus.
Alligatori.
Hippopotamus and all the animals who lived in the river Nile. No, maybe not alligators. Not only they were sacred animals, but they were also inedible. Egyptians fished, among the others, carps and eels. They used rudimentary fishing rods or even spears to show their ability. But they also used trawls for more systematic fishing.
There's nothing new under the sun.
Niente di nuovo sotto il sole.
Perfect. Were fish and meat always roasted?
No, not always. Sometimes meat was boiled. It was cooked for a long time. People thought that meat prepared this way could be healthier, lighter and easier to digest.
Of course.
Don't forget that at such latitudes, climate was really hot.
I suppose so.
So, food preservation.
Okay, so what would they keep the meat in to preserve it? Because they didn't have fridges, of course.
Food was preserved by salting. Salt was really precious at the time. Egyptians couldn't really on natural resource, especially in some areas such as Nile Delta salt pans. Salt were used for many purposes, from the sacred rituals of mummification to food curing. People used salt to preserve meat, fish, but also hams at cattle the younger and Verrone roll.
So, we have many sources that tell us about food preservation. Thank you, Rita. Next time you will tell us about...
Next time we will investigate. It'll be a surprise, but I'm going to give you a spoiler. We'll investigate how a typical Greek or Roman day was spent from a food point of view.
So, we'll explore ancient Greeks and Romans' dining habits and how they used to eat what we have seen so far. Thank you. See you next time on Food, the dining room in the olden days.
Thank you. Follow us on foodmadeinitaly.eu.